The coronavirus is here, and normal in the real estate market is a word of the past, for now anyway. If you're in a situation where you either need to buy a home or sell a home, right now you've probably got a ton of questions. Are sellers still selling during the self-isolation and social distancing? Are sellers even allowing strangers to come into their homes to view their listings? Are buyers still buying during the self-isolation and social distancing? Or have buyers jumped out of the market out of fear regarding their future employment status and the balance of their stock portfolio? Hi, I'm Bob.Woolverton. I'm with Pure Real Estate in Bellevue, Washington. Here on YouTube, I'm known as your Northwest Realty Advisor. These are all great questions. I had the exact same questions myself. Matter of fact, that's where I came up with these questions. So when we come back after this 8-second break, I'll give you answers to those questions and a whole lot more. So stick around. So in the last couple of weeks, the coronavirus has changed a lot about how we do real estate as a business. The MLS has suspended open houses. As a listing agent, I can't even have an open house if I wanted to. The MLS won't allow it for fear of spreading the virus. Some county recording offices are completely closed, which means the transfer of title from a seller to a buyer can't be recorded with the county. Now, King County offers electronic recording, and some other counties have reduced staffing and reduced office hours, for now anyway. So there are certainly some new complexities just with the recording process related to the transfer of title in a real estate transaction. And an acquaintance of mine is scheduled to move into a new construction home on the 1st of next month, and she's wondering if they'll get a certificate of occupancy from the building inspector before the 1st. Are building inspectors even working right now? And she's wondering if she'll be able to get a moving company to even move her furniture. And she has a compromised immune system, so she's wondering if she even wants a bunch of movers touching everything she owns right now. And personally, I've wondered if people would begin taking their homes off the market for fear of strangers coming into their homes and spreading the virus. Here's what I found out. In the greater Bothell area, just last week, 93 new listings came on the market. That tells me people are not delaying their plans to sell their homes. Also last week, 128 listings went into contract, and many of those had multiple offers. So last week, for every 3 homes that came on the market, 4 got sold. Also last week, I noticed the prices of new construction homes on the market have been showing price increases. Now, home builders are very smart about market demand. They have to be, or they wouldn't be in business for very long. So when I see builders increasing the prices of their homes, that tells me they are seeing market demand as still being very strong. Okay, now let's get back to the topic of open houses for a moment. The multiple listing service has suspended open houses for now. They're suggesting to utilize virtual tours instead of personal tours. And personally, I am amazed at how many listings came on the market last week that did not have any virtual tour or anything other than the usual real estate photographs. All of my listings get videos. And normally in the past, I haven't done Matterport virtual tours. I mean, it's a really cool technology and it looks really cool, but I've always found it to be a little cumbersome clicking from viewpoint to viewpoint. So I've avoided it in the past. However, in this current environment, I think it's important to have both video and a Matterport tour to give potential buyers as much information as possible so they're convinced they are a very serious buyer before they ever step foot into my client's home. Now, there's a whole variety of strategies on how to safely deal with a showing of your home to prevent the spread of the virus. They range from the normal shoe covers to supplying gloves to having all the lights turned on so people don't have to touch light switches, etc. And there's a long list of precautions that can be taken that I won't take time to discuss right now, but you should certainly discuss all of these options with your real estate agent. But the reality is, before someone makes that final buying decision, even with as much virtual touring as you can offer, they're going to have to visit the listing in person. In the past, during a showing, the buyer's agent would ask the buyer, "Can you picture yourself living here?" Now the new question is, can you picture yourself being quarantined here? And that probably sets the bar even a little higher. Okay, let's talk about mortgage interest rates for a minute. Last week, the national average for a 30-year fixed-rate mortgage went up to 3.65%. 2 weeks ago, the national average was 3.29%. So if you're buying a $500,000 home, the difference between those two interest rates is $100 per month. So your payment just went up $100 per month on a $500,000 home. Now, I've got mortgage experts on both sides of the fence regarding what interest rates are going to do going forward. Some say they'll come back down shortly, and others say they'll increase slightly. Right now, there's just so much uncertainty in the financial markets, I don't think anyone really knows what the future holds. But If you're a home buyer and you've already been pre-approved, you should check with your lender to make sure you're still qualified for the price range that you're looking at. And regardless of the future predictions on mortgage interest rates, you should focus on the amount of the payment and why you are buying a home, not whether or not the interest rate went up or down 0.3 of a point. You might also consider getting an adjustable rate mortgage because those rates are lower, and then when things get back to normal, refinance into a fixed rate mortgage, or just have a refinance plan ready. So if the rates do come back down, you'll be ready to take advantage of the new lower rates. These are all options you should discuss with your lender. The bottom line is this. Last week's statistics show our housing market is still strong, people are still putting their homes on the market, and homes are still selling at a rate faster than the inventory that's coming on the market, and many times with multiple offers. If you're in a position where you want to buy or sell, or need to buy or sell a home, my job is to be your superhero and help guide you through this process. I'm not here to throw smoke and mirrors at you. I'm here to give you facts and give you advice based on years of experience so you can make an informed decision about what's right and safe for you and your family. Last week I didn't post a video because things were changing so quickly. By the time you would have seen the video, it would have been outdated. Things are still changing quickly, but I had to draw a line in the dirt somewhere and pick a point to give you some information about what's going on. And in the next few days, things may change even more. So check back next Tuesday morning for updated information. I'll tell you how many homes came on the market, how many homes sold, and what the interest rate does during this week. The good news is, in Washington State, we haven't had any new deaths from the coronavirus for the last several days, and hopefully that trend will hold as we move forward. So that's our episode for today. I hope you found value in today's video. If you did, click that subscribe button and click that reminder bell. That reminder bell will notify you when I post new videos. If you liked today's video, give it a thumbs up. That's feedback to me that I'm giving you information of value. And finally, please share this link with someone you know who can benefit from the information on this YouTube channel. You can find my email address and my telephone number in the description below and at the end of this video. Call me or email me. I'd love to hear from you. And I'd love to represent you in your next real estate transaction. I'm Bob.Woolverton. I'm with Pure Real Estate in Bellevue, Washington. Here on YouTube, I'm known as your Northwest Realty Advisor. Every Tuesday morning at 7 a.m., I post new videos about buying, selling, or investing in real estate, as well as some home tours and listing videos. Stay safe and healthy, and I'll see you next week.